It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by NASCAR. NASCAR is back. It's the most iconic race in all of motorsports, the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Davey Pageviews is back. Davey Daytona is going to head down there. A couple of members of Barstool, and they're going to witness the mayhem live. You can too. If you want to go live, you can go to Daytona500.com/Barstool, get your special ticket packages, or you can watch it on TV Sunday, February 16th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the most important race of the season because it kicks things off, gets everyone back into NASCAR mode, and Davey Daytona is going to do his thing. So Barstool continues to take over the racing world, and they're doing it right away at the Daytona 500. So tune in or get your tickets, Daytona500.com/Barstool. Dave is doing big brain things. Brandon Walker and producing today's show. The king himself, ZIllion Beers, is in the building.
Where's your beer?
Dana B, number 3.
I feel like I'm in trouble, so I shouldn't drink.
You're not in trouble.
Listen, he's in the workplace right now, so he has proved himself in the sense.
What's he doing?
He's going to get a beer. He's literally running to get a beer.
That's
like
all
a
it took?
goddamn dummy. Yeah, he talk about peer pressure
He pretends like, oh yeah, I can't do it. All he said was, "Where's your beer?"
Could you imagine if say he was in trouble, he would be like, well, Brandon told me to get it. That's all it was. That's all
All
it
he
took.
said is, "Where's your beer?"
I said like one half-hearted thing to him.
So Dana's running back.
Took off running. Is there a beer in the building, or is he like running to a?
He's probably got
He's
like a
just a drunk.
stash.
He's just a drunk.
He's a golden retriever right now. He's fetching a beer. He's like, go get it, boy. Get your beer. Go get your
This
beer.
actually is
Come on
good
back,
for
boy.
him because it's a little exercise.
Yeah,
He had to run down the
maybe
hall.
sweat it out a little bit.
By
Here
himself.
he is.
Yeah,
He's
oh, yeah.
back.
So ZIllion Beers took over.
Oh,
You breathing a
boy.
little heavy there, buddy?
How far away was the beer?
It's on my desk.
Wait, you just had the beer at your desk?
Yeah.
Listen, he's got a zillion of them.
Is the
Okay.
camera on me?
I'm sure we can get a
Sip
camera on
it
you.
slowly.
Just enjoy.
Enjoy
Drink
it
responsibly
responsibly.
with
Yeah,
your Bud Light.
there you
It's
go.
fine.
That's not
Okay.
very.
Okay.
That's a little.
Okay. So the ZIllion Beers movement is on. Dana B has been negotiating all weekend. He's doing the dump move right now, and it's so wholesome and genuine.
Jeez.
And that's why it works. That's
Hey.
why nobody else but you could have done
Drink
it.
responsibly, though. Seriously.
Drink
Never get behind the wheel. Never be an idiot. Drink responsibly.
Just sit.
I've been
locked.
laughing like this all weekend looking at his Twitter. It really is old
it's
school
so
Barstool.
fucking funny. It's like there's just something about the way he looks and does it that makes it. It's not like cringy. It's not try hard. It's not douchey.
He's
It's
a
just fucking
big
wholesome and funny.
doofus.
You're a big dummy. You're just. You're a dog. You're a golden retriever.
People kept on being like, "Oh, Big Cat, you're just living vicariously through Dana."
You fucking think?
Duh.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this is fucking hilarious. I wish I could be living in some shithole apartment with no responsibility.
It's West
there was
Village.
one video that got me, and it was probably the weirdest, grossest one of all. You had just got out of the shower, you had your cigarette, and you started shaving, and it was just like, and you actually didn't obviously end up going out or doing anything, but I was like, this guy, he's got the world by the balls. He just got out of the shower, he's gonna rally, he's gonna go out and drink a zillion beers and have a good time, and you start shaving your neck beard, and for that moment, Dana, in that moment, I was like, I wish I was you. I
Yeah.
want to trade lives with Dana B,
I
number
don't
3.
wish I was you right now.
No, not
but
now.
On Saturday.
But in that moment, it was perfect.
How about his
many
negotiating ability?
Oh,
Listen, I think
World class.
I think when it's all said and done, Dana B is going to be the one handing out negotiating lessons. I think there's going to be a lot of people who are eating crow.
Yep.
Hopefully, I don't know, maybe not, but hopefully.
Stoolies, we fucking did it. It's Dana B, and what did I say today on radio? I said, ZIllion Beers to the fucking moon. It doesn't matter what Dave says, you believe in the brand.
how many beers did you end up drinking?
All right, not exaggerating. I think I had 75 beers.
Over the course of 72 hours, this is perfectly normal consumption of alcohol.
And I feel great,
I don't think
boys.
anybody
Starting
should
Friday
think
afternoon at 5
otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't know where we are anymore, but people are worried about drinking. Dana's fine, okay?
I'm
People,
perfectly
He never
fine.
left
He's
his house.
of age. He was
never left his
drinking. It's
house.
totally
You
normal
just have to
behavior.
be smart when you do it. I'm
Find a new
serious.
plan.
Don't be an idiot.
Camera, don't
Yeah.
be an idiot. Be smart.
Be responsible, and everyone is. There's nothing irresponsible about this.
If
And I'm
anything, beer drinking is actually the responsible thing, because like when you drink liquor, that's when you get
Sure.
really
Yeah.
drunk.
Beer before
He
liquor,
just is-
never been
he's just
sicker.
a fat fuck now. That picture, did that hurt?
Yeah, that one. But
I feel like it only can come from me because I've had about 1 million of those where it's like, oh boy.
I've had a lot of bad pictures in my time. I didn't even think anything of it when I saw that video.
I knew the minute, because like I told you right when I saw you this morning, it's
Need a bowl
all
of
about
ice
the
water.
angles. It's
Right.
the angles.
Yeah.
And
You
I
gotta
knew
start.
he fucked up the angle because he was just going straight on. And if you do that and you are a little chunky, it is the worst angle ever.
Cone Titties knows what I'm talking
It
about.
All right, there's no need to take
It
shots
looked
at
like
me.
you got stung by a bunch of bees.
Well, here's what happened, by the way. I mean, do you remember when a little show named Walk the Line started, and
Right.
Marty Mush had his meteoric rise, and
Right.
then not too long after, we got Miami Walker here, and he has his rise, and now the King of Zillion Beers here. Too many alphas on Walk the Mail. I don't know who the star is anymore. You guys are gonna end up having a fist fight.
I think rising tide lifts all ships.
Sends all
John
ships
F.
out to
Kennedy.
sea, as Dave would say.
We like I should have promoted Walk the Line more, but I had more important things
Yes,
to
you
worry
should
about.
have. Says
didn't
Marty
say
from the
any-
Peanut
what he
Gallery.
just said I had
Yeah.
more important things to worry
Wait,
I
about.
did.
so do you actually think you're gonna get to 1 million? Because
Yes,
this is the dumbest
absolutely.
negotiation. The
The
hair
dumbest.
bet, which was
Oh, that
just
was-
against
that's-
yourself.
That
Right.
was so pure.
Wait.
And that was like anybody, people are always like, oh, this is manufactured,
No.
or they're writing this script. Dana, thinking that Dave had any inclination what his mullet
no
bet
idea
was
what
or how
I'm
that
talking about.
affected the negotiation. He was like, so that's just a deal with yourself?
My mullet's
Yeah,
still
the
on the
mullet
table.
bet stands. Don't take
Don't
that
shave
away.
your head. Don't shave your head. By the way,
No, I'm keeping.
don't. That's
I'm
part
just
of your
a mullet
brand now.
guy
That
forever
hair,
now.
you can't lose that.
No,
You
hair.
actually look good with
No,
the
yeah,
mullet.
I'm a
doesn't
mullet
look
guy
bad.
for the rest of my life.
But you've sold
Rest of my life.
I swear to God,
How
I'm a
old are
mullet guy
you?
for the 27.
you've sold $400,000
You're
worth
going
of
through a
stuff,
quarter life
Yeah.
crisis.
which is incredible. But to make money now on this new deal, you have to sell 600,000.
Yeah, but here's
I
the thing.
know,
Okay,
Brandon.
so I think he's gonna do.
I know
He knows the
math
math.
works, dude.
I think he's gonna do 400 on the weekend again, at least.
on a second weekend.
Payday
Yes.
on Friday.
Payday on Friday.
Payday on Friday with all the new merch.
We have
Everything's
college shit
established.
coming out.
And you got to realize he did 400 on Twitter, basically.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who aren't on
And
Twitter.
I didn't have that
And
many
so when you get it on
followers
Instagram, you get it on radio, rundown, stool scenes, all this shit. I think you're gonna at least do what you did last weekend. So now it's a matter of doing like 200,000 during the weekdays, which is tough.
Can I throw out an idea that just popped in my head? Friday is Valentine's Day. You need to have a date in your apartment drinking Zillion
So-
Beers.
so-
Just
you know what?
crushing it off your
A
head.
king needs a
It's
queen.
Like a hinge
A
A
date.
king needs his queen. If you have a girl with
Dude,
you and you
if
have like a
she's-
candle lit,
and
like
if she's
tablecloth,
crushing
white
beers off her
tablecloth.
head, that thing will go. You
All right,
put a
yeah.
girl
You put it, you swirl
in
it, you
Zillion
sniff it,
Beers
and just
shirts,
smack.
Nice 7-course
smashing
meal.
fucking Bud Heavies off her head.
Do you think
you will go?
I have a girl in mind? Do you
Yes!
Think, do you think
Yeah.
Dave would fly her in?
What?
Oh,
She's not from
listen,
around
no,
here.
dude, this is
Listen.
an investment for you. You
You
gotta
should-
fly
you
her
fly-
in.
you-
Oh, yeah, I'll fly her in.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
hell yeah.
I'm rich now. I can do that.
Listen,
the Zillion Beers date would be electric content.
I mean that, and you know what?
She like jumps into tape.
You know
she,
what
like,
you need to do?
She's like Bill's Mafia.
Here's
she
what we
like
need to
jumps
do.
in bushes and shit.
Is
She's
you-
awesome.
She jumps off bushes. She's awesome.
You get your fucking
You're gonna
Pizza
find a
Hut
wife,
or whatever
dude.
you get.
Forget about the money. You just
Yeah.
found your wife.
Candles.
If
No, I
you-
know exactly who
If
I'm
you
bringing.
live stream a date, you just need to have like it like behind a paywall, like
Zillion
buy a
Beers
shirt,
date.
buy a
Smoking
shirt.
jacket.
We'll mail you a code, and that's the only way you can log in and watch this
Zillion
Periscope.
Beers date.
You go to the, you'll do a zillion. It'll be
Maybe
$1 zillion
put-
for a zillion.
Put all
beers.
your beers into wine glasses.
Imagine that you serve it, you pour it out.
All right, that's gotta happen.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay.
I don't
What,
think
Friday or
I've ever
Saturday?
heard.
Saturday.
Friday's
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard a
flying
more
her in.
pure description of. She's awesome. She
See?
jumps off of bushes
I'm
and
on-
shit.
I've
She's
always
great.
been behind Zillion Beers. This is, I mean, that will be a very funny idea.
It's a great movement.
Thank you. And all your buddy PFT is trying to get equity right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to buy in.
And I am I'm not good. I'll say it. I'm not good at financial
No.
reasoning and
Oh, no shit.
things like that. I almost just gave him like 90% of the whole thing.
I know. Yeah, you're not very smart.
So
You need
I
a
need help
lawyer,
when it
Dana.
comes
But
to
you
that.
got that mullet though.
Yeah, it's a good mullet. I know how to drink and I know how to tweet about drinking.
Did you drink a beer in Dave's office this morning?
Yeah, that was you. Maybe you
That
flew a
was
little
a
too close
little
to the
much.
sun on that one. Yeah.
That was
What
a
did you
little much.
think? How did you think that was going to go over well on a Monday morning?
For the brand, man.
Like Dave would be like, sweet.
This guy. This guy's got his
man.
finger on the pulse of something.
I have secondhand embarrassment thinking about you doing that.
I wasn't like chugging it. It was
What time was it?
sipping it? It was
It was 10:30.
Oh, by the way, I got here. I was the first one here. All right, Monday morning. coming off an absolute bender like you read about. And guess who's in the office first? Doesn't matter. I could drink another bazillion beers and still be on time at 7:30 sharp.
Yeah,
Smart
no,
move. Smart move.
Other than the breakfast guys, shout out to them.
Yeah, no, that was smart. As long as you keep doing your work, I think they can't stop you.
The best part is it's just this is who I am.
Yeah.
It's who I've always been. I can actually get to do it. Yeah.
Like people are watching. It's funny because it's not like you're like, okay, I got to be like I got to drink today. It's like that's what you're doing anyway.
I do what you gotta do.
I think, granted, I'm in a different spot. Maybe when I was your age, in your financial situation, the 25K really would have been like done deal. I think it was a smart move. Even if you don't end up making it, like you took a shot for something that like is possible for a life-changing amount of money.
This.
25K is
cash.
nice, but he would be like, you'd blow that in like Vegas in a night.
I was sitting with-
100K is enough for you to like, your life will be different.
I was sitting with Caleb in our apartment complex, and we were just.
He lives in your
No,
apartment?
his girlfriend lives below me, and so we were
Oh,
just
that's
sitting there.
unfortunate.
Weird.
You stomping around.
I'll
Yeah.
stomp.
Just drunk.
You don't stomp.
I don't stomp.
Throwing beer
You-
cans on the
stomped
floor.
him.
You're light on your feet?
You're a stomper.
I'm not a stomper.
Okay.
Twinkle toes.
Anyways.
Yeah, bouncing cans off the floor.
Caleb was like, he's the one that kind of pushed me over the edge and was like, he
So you're
convinced me.
taking investment advice. Caleb owns more Bitcoin than like
I trust
alternative
Caleb.
coins than
I
anyone
trust
in the
Caleb
world.
with my life, and he was like, let's send this tweet. It's gonna fucking kill it, and we did it.
So Caleb's just doing like an experiment with you.
25K cash is a lot.
It's a lot of money.
But if you said to me like, we're gonna try to do like a party movement and you get to use the Barstool Sports machine for a chance at 100 grand, I think I'm taking that
I
risk.
truly believe it's gonna hit $1 million.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
we
wouldn't
know
have.
you're
I mean,
drunk right
listen,
now.
I'm
nobody
not
thought
drunk.
it was
I
gonna
had
hit
one
30.
beer.
Nobody
Did
thought
you
it was
see
gonna
me
hit
last
30
night? I
tonight.
had
Nobody thought it was
53
gonna hit
beers. I
100.
wasn't drunk.
You really never looked that drunk to me.
Yeah, it's an issue.
Oh, when he was at the bar, he looked very drunk.
No, that was just
Well,
fatso face.
he looked bad, but he never looked like you were like, oh, I'm drunk. I mean, the Academy Award goes to you for the
That was a good one.
the fake drunk, the
was
not
electric.
joke.
Yep.
The not joke was incredible. Did you see that one?
Yes.
Reach for the water. Not
We got to get that King, whatever his name is, Who John guy. What's
from
his
the
name?
Oscars.
Yeah, we got to get him
Bong
in
Oh,
here.
Joon?
good segue.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Bong
Is it?
Joon last night at the Oscars.
Wow.
Went 4 for 4, or maybe not 4 for 4, but he won 4. And every single time he got up there, all he did was promise that he was going to drink more.
I'm ready to drink tonight. So.
It's easy. It's an easy script to follow, folks. If you say that you drink zillions of beers, people like you. Mm-hmm. You can say it through an interpreter. You can say it on Twitter. You can say it at the Oscars. People are going to like you.
It's universal.
Yeah.
Did you
Except for
agree
you. You
with
don't drink,
Parasite
but-
winning?
No, but I think I loved it. It was good. I didn't see all of them, so I'm a little skewed.
I saw all of them.
First of all, I liked Uncut Gems better than all of them, so I would have put that in there.
Yeah, I like Knives Out better than a lot
Knives
of
Out
them,
was
too.
more entertaining. Like, it was so fun and entertaining, but that's not like going to win the Academy
Yeah.
Award. I think given how it was shot and everything, 1917 felt like a movie, like that. I've never
I'd
seen a
agree.
movie like that before, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I guess you could say the same about Parasite, but I'm cool with that winning. I thought Ford vs. Ferrari was an awesome movie, too. It was just, like, entertaining.
Peter Chernin, shut up.
Yep. Whatever happened to that category where you're supposed to be, like, the most popular movie?
They got ready to do it.
They never even did it, right?
They got yelled at and
They got yelled at. I mean, that was like
Look at
one
Dana.
Of
Look at Dana.
Look at
just
the
running
hustle.
across
Go
for
get
that-
yourself another beer.
Take notes, Tommy, you bum.
Oh,
Guy sells a little bit of merch, and next
They
thing
got-
Go
they-
grab another beer.
They got yelled at.
Come
and
on,
then
one
they bitched out and they didn't do it.
so they never even did it once.
No, not once.
That
It's like a remote
to
control.
me that was like
How does that
douchebag.
say anything?
because that would have been
Fucking
good for a couple movies this year. I feel like we would have fit that well, but
Yeah,
I also
Avengers.
think that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is maybe the most overrated movie of all time. The way some people talk
I
about it, you
replied
guys
to
are in on it, right? I mean,
I replied to you. If the hype hadn't been
hype,
so
yes.
large, I might have enjoyed it more. But I went into it thinking it was going to be the best movie ever, and it wasn't.
it was fine.
It was
It was
fine.
weird. It had moments I thought were good. It had moments I thought were terrible. And overall, I was just like, okay. but I
That
don't
and The
get why
Irishman were the same to me.
Yeah.
It was like it was a good movie.
It was a little bit
Didn't
overrated.
change. Like nothing about it was like, oh man, that's
I
gonna be one of
said-
my favorites ever.
You and I talked about it last night. Parasite, I think, is hype proof.
Yeah.
And I think that's why everyone has liked it because it's hard to explain.
I think
So you just
1917
kind
is
of
a
have to
bit
tell people
hype-proof,
to
too.
watch it, and they watch it and they love it.
Parasite was
So
a
why don't you
unique-
hold off on it? Hold off till the end.
Parasite to me was like the poster child
guy.
for people who are like, make original movies, don't make comic book movies and don't make sequels. It's like, all right, here's a totally new fucking idea, and everybody was down with it.
Right.
But I think 1917 is also the same way. Like, you could hype that up, and when you see and you realize that it's all one shot and it's all like so intense, it's pretty much like.
Well, they've been adding a lot of voters, and that last night was a big hint that the olds don't have much say anymore in the Oscars. It's a big hint that young people have kind of taken
If
over
Bong
the
is
voting.
going for
it's a big deal.
a night, that's a big deal.
Did you see how comfortable Dana was putting that beer in his pocket?
Oh yeah.
That pocket's seen a lot of
What
beers.
are you on your phone for?
I can't even look at my Twitter feed. That's how many people are buying shirts.
Oh
Listen.
Damn.
Dan,
What's the number
you
at
wouldn't
right now, do you know?
understand, okay? The guy is dominating the internet right now.
Like, there's no time to take a break when I'm trying to get fucking rich, Dan.
There really is no, though. There's no time to take a break, by the way. You start to break down how much money you need to make per day, you need to keep going. I had told him at one point, I was like, maybe just like let it breathe a little bit. Like, thank God he didn't. Just go pedal to the metal. Keep
about the
fucking
Brady
rolling.
thing?
Yeah, Tom Brady's
Did
was
you see
flying.
that?
Yeah.
If Brady wears that shit, boys, I don't know. I'm nothing after that.
Speaking of Brady,
That's all he's got.
did you see what Rappaport just said?
No.
All right, well, next
Ian?
topic, yes.
He's been to the smoking lounge.
This changed my whole opinion on Brady, this clip from Ian Rappaport. It's brought to you by Manscaped. I feel like Dana's doing a lot of time with his shirt off these days in the videos. Maybe you need to do a little manscaping. Maybe
wanna take
for
my
your
shirt off?
Valentine's
Yeah,
Day
take your
date
shirt off.
with your lady. Yeah, pop the top off. Why not? Show them what
happening?
you're working with. Yeah, why not? Listen, that's a guy who used to
This was
average.
not this big.
That's
2
the
days
guy who
ago.
averaged a double-double in high school right there, okay? That's what? What'd you average, like 20 and 10?
12 and 10.
12 and 10? Yeah, sure.
You don't look that bad.
I think you already did Manscaped. I think you already Manscaped.
Okay,
got
just
it.
relax.
I think you're looking sharp, and everyone else needs to Manscaped right now with the 3rd generation Manscaped trimmer. It's got the cutting-edge ceramic blade, so that means no manscaping
shirt.
accidents, no nicking yourself. It's got a battery that can last up to 90 minutes. I don't know who the fuck needs to Manscape for 90 goddamn minutes, but if you need to, if you're trimming the hedges for an hour and a half, Manscaped's got you covered. They've got the anti-ball chafing. They've got the deodorant. They've got it all for you to be smooth, smell good, and feel good. Right now, you can get 20% off the Manscaped package when you go to manscaped.com and use the promo code RUNDOWN for 20% off. That's manscaped.com, promo code RUNDOWN.
So we're just sitting
yeah.
here like this.
Listen, you got a problem with that?
No?
You gonna write a letter
Are you
about
a
it?
little worried that your boy's getting a little too big for you?
No, he's never
Oh,
gonna get too big.
a
for
little
walking
jealous?
around.
Is the ego kicking in? Is that what's
No.
going on?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
He's just sitting there shirtless.
I mean,
You want to see my party trick?
yes.
So my nipples are inverted.
Oh boy.
Watch this.
You gonna pop it out? Dana is flicking his nipple on the
Oh,
rundown.
my
now.
gosh.
Right out,
This
boys.
might be the death of the Zillion Beers movement
Might
right
be
here.
the death of Barstool.
We might have to edit that out. That was.
you
He's
hold
putting
the
a
mic up to your
microphone
nipple?
up to the
They
nipple
go
as if
out.
it's gonna make
Oh,
noise.
he's right. They did just
They
come
do
out.
pop out. I mean, okay. We don't need to zoom in on the nipples. Jesus Christ almighty.
Fucking love you.
Do you guys want to see my party trick?
so
My nipples
stupid,
are
I love
inverted. There is a statement I did not expect to hear.
Oh man,
Come on out, boys.
That's what I
that
said.
was a good part of
Come on
it.
out.
Nipples, come on out.
Wait till
to play.
Valentine's Day.
When your
I
lady is
can't wait.
flicking those nipples
I
at
can't
night.
wait till Valentine's Day.
Can't wait.
Like,
she's
I'm
gonna
gonna be
she's
glued
gonna
to
crush
my
a beer.
phone.
She's gonna be talking to your nipples. Come on out.
Oh my
I
God.
don't need distractions. That's the problem. That could be a distraction if you know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
you gotta have a deal with her. Be like, you're coming in for Valentine's Day, drinking some beers, and get
So
the
But
fuck out.
much
drunk,
Hurt.
Dana, drunk
Build the
Dana's
brand,
horny,
though.
Dana.
Oh my God.
You need to. We need an off switch for Dana. Like we need to shut you down for just like 6 to 7 hours, and then we'll let you get back out.
Why are you guys
But
getting
right
so
now-
soft on me? I thought we were getting back to the
I'm
old
not
days.
soft. It's just
Horny Dana is a bit
You
much.
talk too much sometimes.
You asked me a question.
I know that.
You
Where
went
was
on.
the
You went on.
question?
There was no question about whether
What
the
was
girl
the
was gonna be a
question?
distraction. You just went with that yourself.
Wait, what was the question?
I don't know. There
I
was
don't
no
think
question.
We asked the question.
I'm glad
can't
Dave's
get
not
enough
here
of it.
because this is
Yeah.
so much better than.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you are so lucky.
Yeah.
No, he would
This
have
is
yelled
the luckiest thing that's ever happened to you that we're doing this
Oh
rundown right now.
man.
It's ridiculous to even do other topics while this is going on. But I will say, Ian Rappaport reported today that Bob Kraft's logic here is that for this to all work out, Brady has to hit free agency so that he can be wooed and shit and realize New England's best spot for him, and that Belichick can see all that it has to offer at all the different price ranges, and he too will arrive at the idea that it's best for business. And it sounds like Kraft thought, I could flex and say you have to keep Tom Brady, but I want everyone to see the light. And the way he's going to go about that
that's
is by letting it.
dangerous.
It's like when you're in high school and you're dating a girl and you're like,
That's
I want to go, I want to
dangerous.
see other
Options.
people, but I'm going to come back to you, babe. And then you go out there and you never end up back together.
That's
That
dangerous.
changed my whole opinion.
That's
If that's
dangerous.
true, that to me is like, well, this sounds like trouble in paradise. And if your solution is, go see what else is out there, well, someone else is going to be new and exciting and money and a new location. Philip Rivers is gone now. You go to LA. Like, there's too much temptation out there to think that everyone's going to agree to stay on the same page.
Weird that we're hearing Bob Kraft's opinion at all. You've got Belichick and Brady, these two alphas. These are the two that have to make this decision.
But
right?
I think Bob Kraft still, like Kevin just said, he could just. be
Whichever
like, "All
side
right,
he's on,
out."
and I think he's on Brady's side.
Right, he's like, yep, you're staying.
But I think
Yeah.
he wants to do it in a way that it's almost like Inception. Like, we have to make Bill think that it's a good idea to
But
bring him
aren't they
back.
just kind of incepting the fans? I mean, like, maybe there's this agreement that they're all coming back together and they have to make it appear as if Brady looked around and he knows New England's the best place.
If they're if it's a ploy, fine. But
Feels
if
like
there's
a ploy.
truth to it, I think that it's not going to work.
Right.
If that, to me, that's like last ditch Hail Mary type shit.
Right.
If Bill Belichick is still not on board and they're saying, all right, we'll let you see everything that's out to offer and hopefully you like it.
Right.
I think it's too late.
Leave it up to chance.
Right. And there's going to be somebody in some situation with Giselle being like, hey, you've already won.
Weather's
Let's just
nice in
go
San
see
How
it,"
about
Diego.
the other
you know?
way around? Someone's
Or
going to be
LA.
like, hey, I'll come and take way less money to play for you.
Right. Yeah. I never even thought about that. Or you get, I don't know, I mean, exactly who it would be. I'm not
Jameis.
sure.
And Andy Dalton, Jameis, got LASIK.
I mean,
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah, he needed it.
listen, that's a game changer
Yeah.
right there. So, I don't know. Not encouraged. If there's truth to that, I would not be encouraged if I was and as a Patriots hater, I never once, this is the first time I ever thought, like, wait, maybe there is something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I've just been waiting for him to walk back on. Also in football, XFL, I believe you said it didn't suck.
Yeah, it was okay.
I didn't watch it, but I was surprised by like the positive reception.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
but
it was better than the AAF.
The original XFL 20 years ago got a positive reception
Yes,
too, and by
and
week
the
4
AF
it was
did.
by week 4 it was dead. So
Well, I think the difference here is that the XFL is at least sound financially.
It has the money
Like
back.
it's not like a pyramid scheme that they're hoping like we'll just make a bunch of money in the first couple weeks to fund week 5.
Right.
It sounds like we'll get a full season of this.
Right.
I personally don't think any alternative leagues will ever really work. But then, I mean, I guess if you include UFC is like a different thing. Otherwise, I just don't see any of the major 4 sports ever kind of being dethroned. But I guess it could happen eventually.
I like
it
some of the
could compete
innovations.
in.
I like the kickoff rule.
Yeah.
I love the 3-point play
Yep, the
after
clock
a
was
touchdown.
good.
Some of the things I don't understand are playing in the Meadowlands in New York. That doesn't look good. And putting teams in cities like Dallas and New York that already have NFL teams, they could have chosen a Louisville or a St. Louis or somewhere.
Or if you're going to do it, you're right. You got to go to like the smaller
they are in St.
stadiums.
Louis, but yes.
Although, while the Upper Bowl was like, the stadium was very empty, the people that were there, and granted there hasn't been that great of a product professionally with the Jets and Giants, they were fucking like gassed
Yeah,
up.
they were
I
in
mean,
it.
I had not
Dave-
seen a Jets crowd or a Giants crowd like that in a couple years.
Dave said today he believes they were piping in noise.
Oh, interesting.
He
Okay.
says he believed that noise was fake.
I mean, honestly, it does make sense because you just don't have passion after like this is my team,
You
know?
can't create a rivalry. You
Right.
can't create passion. You can't create. I don't see how you have that unless they're just getting themselves
Well,
up or something.
their whole thing is for the love of the game, right? If you just truly love the actual sport, you want to see football being thrown and.
Does anybody
I
love football
love
like
football,
I-
but
yeah.
it's again. I keep bringing this up, but like, okay, this weekend was fine. I watched a little bit of it. It wasn't bad. I actually kind of enjoyed watching Cardell Jones on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets to March Madness, when it gets to the Masters, when
A
it
lot
gets
of
to NBA
competition.
playoffs and NHL playoffs,
Baseball
I'm not
comes
gonna
back.
be. I'm not gonna be prioritizing.
I mean, I'm a guy who I like watching my teams. I don't even necessarily watching most other actual professional teams. So for me to watch 2 random teams that are,
Right. It's the novelty
the D
was
League,
interesting.
yeah,
Right.
right. And you need to have more like the sideline interviews mid-game. I need more shit. It's gonna be wrestling. That's why
And they need
the original
Tebow,
idea made more sense to me.
Manziel or Kaepernick.
Yeah.
One of those 3.
I do think within 10 years the NFL will adopt a kicking rule that's similar to that one.
I agree.
They
And
probably
I
should.
would love for the NFL to have a 3-point play.
Maybe-
Because teams
now-
it feels like you're always in it.
Yes, when what was it like? I saw their tweet like, "Hey, a 17-point lead is a 2-score game."
Right.
Like, ooh,
Like,
okay.
oh, that's
like there's something there.
different. Yeah.
If the NFL, if they were smart, they would steal a couple of those ideas and just fucking be like, "All right."
What?
Do
The nipples making you embarrassed?
Can you make them go back in?
They're in already.
Oh.
It only lasts like 10 seconds.
Wait, go side. I want to see the
Profile.
side view. Profile.
And you don't
Why
need
are you
to put
putting
the
the
mic
mic
up.
up? They're not gonna
Cannot
talk.
hear the nipples.
Wait, stay there.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Next topic.
Yeah, I see it.
Can I put my shirt back on?
Yeah.
Did you see this stripper fall
Like
off the
a
pole?
dog.
She fell hard. Come on. She fell from. Why was she that high up?
I mean, listen, she went for gold. Like, she went for the glory.
She did.
And it did not work out. But like a fucking warrior,
Yep.
she kept on twerking, man.
Kept on twerking.
Now,
Kept on twerking.
I feel bad because I cracked some jokes, as did many people on the internet. And unfortunately, in this day and age, everyone, like, you're connected. Like, everyone found her on Twitter, and she broke her jaw, like, fucked up her ankle, and was in, like, bad shape and needed a GoFundMe to try to, like, pay for
but that's
her
how you make money
surgery.
these days.
Yeah, I know, it's true. But I was like, oh, it's not as easy to joke about it when I see that you're, like, she was, like, made a video, like, crying, being like, I have a broken jaw and I can't pay for it.
I pretty much broke my jaw, and I have to have surgery on it tomorrow. I broke some teeth, and I got a sprained ankle, but and I got some stitches, but aside from that, like, I'm good. I have no broken limbs. I walked away myself. I got up right after it happened.
Oh, Jesus.
But she did raise, like, when I saw it was like 15 out of 20 grand was like met her goal.
We
So
raised $30,000 for a Target girl a couple of weeks ago.
I mean,
True.
this fucking idiot made, you know,
Zillion
$500,000 in a
beers.
day by selling dumb shit. So the power of the
not
internet is
dumb.
on display big
It's not
time.
dumb. dude.
Revolutionary,
It's not
but-
dumb. It's
Not
my
dumb.
passion project, Zillion Beers.
It's my life.
It is. Shout out Hingham Softball.
That's right.
That's who we
These
got it
guys,
from.
these
That's where
guys are
we
gonna
stole
come
the idea
around looking for
They're
their
gonna
cut.
get.
Whoa, I've
No,
also,
we're gonna get them
Sure.
jerseys.
I had a
for the
lot
league.
of people
Wait a minute,
reply.
the girls' name was Zillion Beers? The girls' team?
No. It's like a men's softball beer league.
He
I
said
had a
girls.
bunch of
I
people
thought it
who
was
were
the
fans of
high
that
girls.
Those are
other
the
account
girls
that
you need to
were
get out.
We don't
replying
talk.
to me.
We don't talk about them.
They were like passionate.
I know we don't talk about them.
I didn't know what it
That's
was.
so in the rear view that we don't give a
So
fuck.
in the rear view.
Literally.
They're just done. We're past.
We don't
I
even
mean,
say their name.
seriously, that just got snuffed out.
But if we were to say their name,
It's like a day of the week.
Shut up.
Tuesday Beers.
Shut up.
Oh, like Sunday morning beers.
Zillion Beers. Shout out
We
to
were
them.
saying, like,
We're
is
gonna
there-
get them customized jerseys for the whole league.
Who?
I just said that. Fuck it.
For the whole league?
Yeah.
How about the team? How about the team?
Customized
Holy.
jerseys.
A lot of people.
I make
in
the
whole
rules
league.
around this bitch.
Do another one then.
Another rule?
No.
And then the beer.
Get the beer out of your
Oh
pocket.
no,
and do
no,
it.
no, no.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have one in
You
my
make the
pocket.
Yeah,
rules
yeah.
on
This is
this.
the end of the show.
I don't
Definitely
have one in my
have
It's
pocket.
the end of the show. Come on.
Do you give me permission? Dave, if I get in trouble for this, it's Dan's fault.
No, I'm not giving you permission.
I'm
but
not
I
saying
think-
shit. Don't do it. Don't
No,
do it.
I feel
Don't
like
tempt fate.
It's
if
not.
you're,
Can
if
things
you're
are
the
going
Zillion
good.
Beers
you
guy and
imagine
someone's
if
like,
the- can you
hey,
imagine-
drink a beer, will you do it?
you imagine if like Penn got mad at me for drinking beers? That
Listen.
wouldn't be good.
Listen, being a
Dana's
zillion
responsible for the whole
Zillion
thing.
Beers guy, Dan, it's about knowing when and where and how to act. And it's Monday at like 2 p.m.
It's the
We
week.
don't need to chug a
It's
beer
the-
right now.
It's the middle of the week.
Right, so don't. But
Grow up, dude.
if you were
Yeah,
someone...
you know what? I'll tell you what. There's only one child on this show today, and it's not you, Dan. You're being childish.
It's Mr.
All right,
Fatso Fat Cat.
oh,
Whoa!
whoa.
Now you're being a child. Now there are two children
Here's
on
the
the, on
thing,
the panel.
though. If I were a fan of another account,
We don't
they'd
talk
probably drink a beer right now.
No, they wouldn't. 'cause
No, they
it's not.
wouldn't.
It's only. It's
Yeah, they
Monday.
would.
They're faceless cowards.
Who? I don't even know what you're talking
Exactly.
about.
I don't know who either.
Who are you
That's
talking
the
about?
rundown. That's the rundown.
Come on, who are you talking about?